right, Jamie, do you want to talk Halloween candy?
Let's talk Halloween candy. Here's why. Halloween candy it becomes a part of our vernacular in August when we start seeing the glorious aisles in Target and Walmart pop up. But I was curious first, before we start talking about it, where does Halloween trick-or-treating, where does that even come from? And I looked up, because I did a little Popcast Wikipedia research, and it started in the Middle Ages. I know you're fascinated by this. But it was like children would go to local homes and they would collect food or money in return for prayers said for the dead on All Souls Day. And then the term trick-or-treat first showed up in 1927 when youths, like it was youthful tormentors.
Youths, like Schmidt talks about?
Yeah, like Schmidt, like youths. So youths would go from door to door and they would yell trick-or-treat and they would vandalize your home if you did not give them food.
Okay. So it was more like, do you want a trick-or-treat from us? Not like in the traditional sense that I've perceived it as like, are you going to give me a trick or a treat?
Oh, see, no, I always think it is like, I'm going to trick you if you don't treat me.
Oh, see, I've had it wrong the whole time.
So you were expecting people that they may not give you a Snickers, they may pull your hair.
Well, I thought this is why you give me toothpaste, because that's a trick.
Because that's the trick.
Yeah, that's not a treat.
I don't think that's actually how.
So it's always been a real passive experience for me.
Oh, okay. So you've not really enjoyed. Are you a Halloween fan? Like a trick or treating, like dressing up, all of that.
Who are we talking about? Are we talking about Knox the kid or Knox the parent?
Let's talk about Knox the kid.
Oh, a big fan.
First.
Big fan.
Knox the parent, not a fan of it.
We make it about 6 houses, and then they're like, we gotta go eat our candy. And I'm like, don't you understand? You could do this for like 3 hours, and you could have all the candy you could ever want that your mother would eat behind your back. But like, you could have so much candy, but they don't want to do that.
They give up.
They give up.
Listen, and I want to remind everyone that's listening, and you as well, Knox, please make sure that you're tagging me in your photos of your pets and your children dressed up in costumes, because it is the serotonin-inducing highlight of my year. And I already had Sarah Miller, who's a listener. She sent me a picture of her dog dressed as Catwoman.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I was super excited. I'll post a link to it on our page. So make sure that you're tagging me there.
Listen, 2 years ago, I had to dress up like Mario because my son's friend who was going to dress up like Mario ditched at the last minute. So we found a Mario outfit, and the pants were extraordinarily too tight. Like you could see indentations everywhere that you don't need to see. So as long as we don't end up like that, I think it's going to be a success this year.
Oh, okay, good. Well, okay, so the whole point of trick-or-treating, like you said, is 3 hours of candy. I will say that my candy experiences has tend to be negative, because I find that the candies that most people like, I think are the most ridiculous of candies. Can I share a few of them with you?
Please.
The candies I hate.
So these are worst Halloween candies.
Worst Halloween candies ever. Swedish fish.
Completely co-sign.
The tagline for Swedish fish is a friend you can eat. That right there should tell you this is not a candy that you want to hand out to people. It's disgusting. It needs to go back to Scandinavia. Smarties. Do you like Smarties?
Do you want to go back and forth on this, or do you just want to grab the mic for a minute?
No. Here, you go next.
You want to share? You want to share some time here, Jamie?
No,
you want to let me talk?
Fine. I would. I do make a lot of things about me, but go ahead.
I'm trying to decide.
Smarties, you want to say Smarties?
No, I don't. I'm trying to decide if I have this opinion of Halloween that I'm trying to think. A, do I have a philosophy I'm just now realizing that I only like chocolate stuff? And B, is Halloween a holiday where it just needs to be chocolate stuff? Because I don't like any like chewy sweet stuff. Does that make sense?
This is why I don't hand you the mic, Knox, because you make everything a psychological, like, where's the impetus of how I feel about it?
I'm trying to understand.
Just say Butterfinger. Just say it.
No, I don't want to yell out opinions without trying to qualify them a little bit. Like, I don't like Smarties. They hurt my teeth. And there's no pay. Like, with my candy, I want it to matter. If I'm going to ruin my teeth, I need it to make sense. You know what I mean? So
because you have old man teeth?
Because I have old man teeth. So anything Tootsie, go away. I feel like 80% Tootsies end up in your Halloween bag.
Yeah, because Tootsie Rolls, there's a group of people, and you're listening, I know, who love Tootsie Rolls, and you think it's chocolate, and it's not chocolate. The way that I know it's not chocolate is that I read that they used to put Tootsie Rolls into soldiers' rations during World War II because it would stay durable in all weather conditions.
Oh, man.
That is not like if they're giving it to soldiers in the trenches, that is not what I want when I show up to your house dressed like Raggedy Ann.
No,
like,
I don't want the duct tape of candy. I want like the candy of candy. I feel like Tootsies are almost like the black licorice of candy. Of chocolatey stuff.
Twizzlers and black licorice. I hate it.
All right, what else you got?
The peanut butter wax candy. That's the orange and black wrapper.
Yeah, peanut butter kisses. That's what they're called. I looked it up.
They're called peanut butter kisses?
It's on my list too.
That's not fair because peanut butter kisses sounds like something I want to make happen in my life daily. But that wax candy is disgusting.
I'm tempted to look up peanut butter kisses on Urban Dictionary, but then I'm tempted to not. You know what I mean?
I would avoid. It's like you had to look up this week with Scandal. You had to look up an Eiffel Tower on Urban Dictionary because they referenced an act that happened as an Eiffel Tower, and you had to look it up. And FYI, y'all, not good.
Don't want to know. We're behind on Scandal. We had the conversation last night. We're like, do we need to delete this show from our DVR? Is it worth it? Do we want to watch this anymore?
You may need to delete it.
We paused. We tabled that, and we're going to get back to it. Okay. So peanut butter kisses on mine too. Tootsie anything. Almond Joys. Who likes Almond Joys? I'm allergic to almonds.
There are people who love. My mom loves Almond Joys.
But like really loves Almond Joys.
Like if I brought her an Almond Joy, she would hand me $5. Like that's how excited she would be.
I've never met anyone who is enthused. It's like it's filler to me.
Almond Joy? Mm-hmm. That's expensive filler.
I mean, I don't eat it. I don't buy it. I'm saying like when I look at it, I'm like, that's just like gravel.
Double Bubble is filler. Great filler. 20 seconds of joy filler. Sure. But it's filler. To me, bubblegum is always a filler.
What else you got?
My last worst is probably, I really do not like Twizzlers. And now they make a Twizzler Halloween version. Like it's a little package of Twizzlers.
That's worse.
I feel like candy that's not chocolate needs to be sour or super sweet. Whereas I feel like you give Twizzlers to a horse to help them clean their teeth. So I don't enjoy that.
Okay. So that, I've got Dots on my list of worst.
Wow.
Because like Swedish Fish.
Dots are worst.
It's like, why?
Dots are bad.
And then Mr. Goodbar. It's like the third cousin that may have slept with another cousin, like of the chocolate. It's like, who eats Mr. Goodbar?
You are wrong. In that package of miniatures, you've got dark chocolate, regular. Let me do it in order. I'll tell you what order it's in. Okay. It's regular chocolate, Mr. Goodbar, dark chocolate. Don't eat the crackle.
Okay, see I believe that the world, you can't like crackle and Mr. Goodbar. You have to have either or. Because I'm a crackle person. I feel like you can't. What is it? What is in Goodbar? Is it just nuts?
It's peanuts. Yeah.
I just no, thank you.
Yeah, it's peanuts and chocolate. You know, the classic combination. What's crackle? Air holes? Is that what's in crackle?
Air holes makes it sound dirty.
Just holes
Jamie.
of air? That's great. That's amazing.
No, it's like
you
it's
like
like
Nestle Crunch.
It's like this. It's going to offer you a little resistance, but it's not going to break your teeth like peanuts will. Okay, so just it'd be
anyone
fun.
Who doesn't have 89-year-old teeth likes Goodbar over crackle.
I don't have 89-year-old teeth. My teeth are fine, thank you. I showed you a vulnerability, and now you're just exploiting it. And this is why I don't tell you anything.
If you're listening and you're under the age of 89, do not have to use Sensodyne. Could you please let us know what you prefer, crackle or Mr. Goodbar?
I've thought about using Sensodyne like the last couple of weeks. Like I might need to do that. Okay, so do we want to ascribe to the philosophy that Halloween is a chocolate-dominated candy time?
It is. I think that you need to be getting, to me, if I'm opening up my Halloween bucket and I'm going to be most excited about not fun-size Snickers, but like a full-size Snickers, like Reese's Cups. Like I'm going to be most excited about chocolate and personally nut-driven. I don't want Three Musketeers. Don't bring me that filler nugget. I don't want it. I want nuts and caramel and goodness.
Where are you at on Twix?
If Twix had nuts, I would be all on board. But Twix is just that layer of styrofoam with that chalky caramel.
Styrofoam, Jamie Golden. Styrofoam.
Styrofoam. That's you're going to argue that crisp is not. It's gross.
I'm not saying it's like the greatest thing ever. I'm not dismissing it like you are. What? Okay, so like chocolate's the movie stars of Halloween, like the Tom Cruise, Sandra Bullock,
Right.
And the sweet needs to be like an awesome character actor.
Right. So for me, it's got to be chewy sweet tarts, blow pops.
Okay.
I'm gonna need Spree.
Sour Patch.
I'm gonna need Airheads, like something good like that.
I love Airheads. What are the best Airhead flavors? Go.
Raspberry.
Wrong.
It's the best. No, it is.
God, you're
gonna say blue, right?
No, I'm not gonna say blue. I'm not gonna say blue. I'm gonna say green apple and watermelon. Those are the best.
Oh, they're not bad.
You know what I thought you were gonna say? Like that white mystery. That seems like a Jamie Golden move.
No, that is not a Jamie flavor. Listen, I do like movie-sized candies. So, like, I will get on board with some Reese's Pieces. I'll get on board with some Junior Mints thrown in my bag. I'm on board for that.
Junior Mints,
Peanut
okay.
M&Ms.
Are you popcorn or are you candy at a movie?
Popcorn.
Right? Come on.
Oh, my gosh. Who's eating just candy?
You can have candy anytime you want. You can't have movie. You can't go to the gas station and get movie popcorn. I know the boxes say it is, but it's not.
It's not. They're lying to you.
Okay, can we do best Halloween candy?
Sure.
Can we put a Mount Rushmore together?
Yes.
I know there's one you're not going to like already.
Okay, the first person on Mount Rushmore for Halloween candy, a full-size Snickers. Period.
Oh,
no discussion.
No
discussion. It's caramel. It's nougat. It's nuts. It's chocolate. It's the perfect combination.
I think people overrate.
Go ahead and say Kit Kat, because let's go ahead and get that out of the way.
It's definitely on my list.
Let me knock that off Mount Rushmore.
It's definitely on my list.
Don't you dare.
I'm okay with it. Listen, I'm a reasonable person, okay? I'm a reasonable person. I think people overrate Snickers, but I'll let it on the list. I'll let it be on the list.
Okay.
And these are things you want in your bag, okay?
Right.
Okay. Reese's Cups.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And you want the pumpkins. I want the pumpkins. I do.
Any iteration of holy crap. Yeah. I don't even know how I said it. It's Reese's Cups.
Reese's.
Okay, jeez.
There's no C.
There's possession, Reese's. Right?
There's possession, yeah.
Okay, holy crap. Second, like a real close second, closer than people think. Are you ready for this? Butterfingers.
No.
Yes, Butterfingers.
Under no circumstances.
Why?
You bite into a Butterfinger, half of it falls out.
No, it doesn't.
Because it can't stay together.
Not if you know what you're doing.
It's just crumbs.
Not if you know what you're doing.
It's because you're sticking your tongue on it and making out with it to keep all the crumbs together. You're disgusting. No way. Butterfinger is not going to be on the Mount Rushmore.
I think you need to post a YouTube video of you eating a Butterfinger, and we can diagnose. Well, here's your problem, Jamie Golden.
I will show you how.
You're eating it like corn on a cob or something.
I don't even spend my 69 cents on it. It's devastating.
This might be controversial, but are you ready for this?
Okay.
Pop Rocks.
I'm on board for that.
You are on board for that.
Snack.
Right.
That's like a snack.
It's entertainment. It's a snack. It's all good. You can do things with it. It's like you want to mix Diet Coke with it or something. You can do that. Fine. Whatever.
That's delicious. Excellent choice.
Kit Kats replaced by Snickers. That's fine.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna throw in jelly beans.
Oh my goodness!
I'm a big jelly bean fan.
Not.
Anytime. Little backstory on Knox McCoy. You ready for this?
Yeah.
You ready to see into my soul here?
Well, it's always scary, but go ahead.
Anytime I get on an airplane, before I go, I get a bag of jelly beans. It's like a little treat.
Like a mixed bag of jelly beans?
Not mixed and like, just throw anything in there. Like it's really, what's the word? Curated. It's carefully curated. I throw some very cherry in there. I throw some green apple in there. Throw some champagne punch in there. A little cotton candy. Real careful stuff.
So Jelly Belly, is that your preferred brand, Jelly Belly? Or do you care? Will you eat anything? You obviously eat anything.
Is this a real question? This is a real question.
Okay, so did you know that Jelly Belly, the company Jelly Belly, also makes candy corn since 1898?
That's not my problem.
So if that tells you anything about the quality of food they're making, these are the people who make candy corn.
Jamie, candy corn is an institution. That's not Jelly Belly's fault. The American people are clamoring for it.
It's not an institution. It's wax that has like 1% sugar in it.
I'm not saying I like it. I'm just saying people want it.
And shaped like a highway cone. Gross. Why would you pick that over anything like Sour Patch Kids? You wouldn't put Sour Patch Kids above jelly beans?
Where do you stand on M&Ms that taste like candy corn, M&Ms that taste like pumpkin spice, the whole thing that's been happening?
Under no circumstances. We have classic. I will allow plain peanut and the occasional peanut butter.
Occasional peanut butter in M?
I'll throw it in. Like, I'll allow it.
No, that's the preferred M&M.
Well, you know how you get on an airplane and you eat jelly beans?
Yeah.
I always eat plain M&Ms once a month because my gynecologist said it will reduce cramping.
I like
I
that
think
you.
my gynecologist is not board certified, but still.
I like your doctor. They sound
Right?
pretty good.
Yeah.
What were we gonna talk about? Something else? Oh, let me ask you this. Where do you stand on Halloween candy versus Easter candy? Which one?
Oh, Halloween candy. I feel like Easter candy, and I think it's probably because of my love of the Lord Jesus Christ. I feel like Halloween candy is fine. It doesn't have to be a fall festival. It can be Halloween. We can get scared. Like, I'm okay with that. But I feel like co-opting the resurrection of our Lord and Savior to have peeps, I don't know. I don't feel good about it.
You don't feel good about that?
Spiritually. I do not feel good about that spiritually.
See, I'm wondering if the Reese's egg is a big enough thing to push the needle in that direction.
Do you know what it is? It's Cadbury eggs.
Mm.
Like, I feel like Cadbury eggs is the trump. Cadbury eggs and Peeps are what get people fired up in the spring.
Man.
And you're right. It's probably the Reese's egg that kind of just joined, like they made an alliance and they said, we are going to make this about us.
I think that's fair. And I think it's true. I do.
Yeah.
I saw that they're trying to make a Cadbury egg for Halloween. Have you had this?
I have not.
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like it's watering
Like
down the
egg?
brand a little bit.
Yeah, it's not probably the same quality, right?
You think they're filling it with pumpkin spice? They have to be.
Yeah. Those little pumpkins, those waxy pumpkins. No, ma'am.
It's big pumpkin spice. Working with the government, lobbying. You know it's coming. It's here.
Who knew that pumpkins had all this power?
Such a lobbying force. Okay. Well, let us know your favorite Halloween candies, where you stand on the Mount Rushmore, what you disagree and agree with. Popcast Pod on Twitter and Facebook.com/Popcast.